Hi there, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. So, I hope you've been practicing. I know I missed last week. Sorry. I wasn't very well. But I've been practicing your skills because we're going to be using we're doing the purl, and then we did the knit, then the purl. The purl and anyway, they look the same. The point is they're good skills because we need them to do what we're going to do today, which is the rib stitch. If you're new to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? My name is Gracie and this is my sidekick Jasper, who's chilling at the minute. He's a bit grumpy because he had a bath, so he's kind of sulking, so don't mind him. If he huffs and puffs, that's him, because he's a sulker. He's a right old sulker. But yeah, I'm Gracie and this is Jasper, my little sidekick, my crafty sidekick. Love it, love it, love it. I post videos every Tuesday and most Wednesdays, depending on what I've been doing throughout the week, if I've got anything for you to show. Tuesdays, tips, tricks and tutorial Tuesdays is where I do a crafty how-to. I'm always switching crafts. If it's helpful, I was thinking about doing a certain background for a certain craft to kind of like, because I've already got tips I don't know if you can do a playlist within a playlist. I don't think that's a thing, but yeah, so I'll try and kind of group things together in one way or another. But yeah, that's the tips, tricks and tutorials. Do a crafty how-to like we're doing today. Yeah, this is what we've done so far. We've done the whole shebang, crochet. Now we're getting into knitting. I've got quite a few requests for different things, so they're on the list. Don't worry, I'm getting there. We're doing the rib stitch today, and then we're back to crochet next week for a granny square tutorial. On Wednesdays, it's more of a vlog. It's kind of like a process video. Any finished products, they go up on my Instagram at the most peculiar peach. Probably put that there. At the most peculiar peach on Instagram. If you can't find like what you're looking for, you just DM me and I'll send you a picture, because I've probably not put it on there for some reason. A bit disorganized, but I'm trying my best. If you find today's video helpful, please consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel. Subscribing is totally free. It's just a way to either follow along with the channel and my videos I post, and also how to support. It's so moody. So today we are, to follow along with this tutorial, we're going to be doing the rib stitch. So to follow along, you need to know how to knit, and you need to know how to purl, knit and purl, and needles, and yarn, and scissors, and possibly a tapestry needle or normal needle, whatever you want to sew the ends in. If you are just starting out, I do recommend bigger is better. Thicker yarn, bigger needles, because the millimetre or centimetre of a square or whatever you're doing, it will go quicker. So then you'll be like, wow, amazing, I'm just popping stuff up left, right and centre. It's crazy. If you don't know how to knit and you don't know how to purl, I will link both of that in the video now and in the description as well. What do you think, Jasp? Ready? Let's get started. Right, so first and foremost, we've got to make our Slipknot. So what we're going to do is short end on the right hand side, put it over your index finger like that. Then you're going to cross these over so now it's on the left, and then you want to take your working yarn, wrap it over the top and hold them together with your middle finger and your thumb. Then you want to take the left loop and pull it over the right, and that's how you make a slip knot. Next we're going to put it on our needle. I said hook then, needle. And what's going to happen is we put it on the left needle, because obviously we've got two needles. So put it on the left, and when we obviously cast on and start knitting, we're transferring from the left needle to the right, and then the right needle will turn and become, and then you just keep going like that, like a rotating over the needles, if that makes sense. It'll make more sense when we turn. I'll explain it again. Okay, when you put it on your needle as well, make sure the working yarns kind of naturally fall in on the right hand side towards the pointy end of your needle, and that the little short tassel end is kind of on the inside, and that way you'll find it easier to not get tangled up. Next we are going to be casting on, and to do that what you want to do is, with your right needle we're going to go straight through and make a cross, making sure we've gone inside our slip knot at the start and make a cross. And then you can pull your yarn a little bit so you got room. You want to yarn over, push it, catch this loop here, pull it up, go in between and pull down. I'm going to be explaining this a little bit quicker because in my knit and purl video I explain it really slowly and in depth, but obviously for this you kind of know how you have to know how to knit and purl to be able to do it. So I think if you're struggling with how quick I'm explaining it, I'd go and watch the knit and the purl video. Okay, so but that's 2. We've casted on 2. We're casting on 20. So, oh no, 30. We're going to cast on 30, because the thing with the rib stitch is it brings everything together, and makes it a little bit smaller. So we want our knitted squares to kind of be the same size roughly. Okay, so into the next one, make your cross, yarn over, pull back, catch the loop in between and pull back. That's 3. Make your cross, yarn over, pull back, pull up a loop, and that's 4. And then do your cross, yarn over, pull back, pull up, and that's 5. Okay, so we're going to be casting on 30. Just as a little tip, if you are casting on and you get to the end, all you've got to do is just move them up a little bit. Right, so now that we've casted on our 30 stitches, like so, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be knit 1, purl 1. There's variations of this stitch, and I'm going to be showing you how to do 1 but when you know how to do this, you can do it. So the thing is with the rib stitch is you can knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, or alternatively you can knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2. So it's up to you what you want to try. I might do kind of half and half to try and show you both. So that's what we're going to be doing. So first off, we're going to knit 1. So we're going to go through the back to make our cross. Get some yarn out. Unravel your ball. So I'm going to yarn over, come back, catch the loop and chuck it off the end. Okay, so normally if you were going to knit, you just go straight into the next one. We're going to purl, but the thing is what you want to do is you want to bring the yarn through the front and then go through the cross through the front and yarn over and then chuck it off the end. So we knit, purl, knit, so we're going through the back like that, chuck it off the end. So knit, purl, knit. So if you can remember what you started on, if you get lost of what you're doing, you can just knit, purl, knit, and now we're doing purl. So we bring it around the front, cross over through the front, yarn over, push through, chuck it off the end. Okay, and then a knit, a knit, like that, and then around the front for a purl. Can move our stitches up. Then around the front for a purl. Also, in my knit and purl videos, I show how to pick up a dropped stitch. So if you're interested in a tutorial of how to do that, that seems quite helpful as well. So now we've done this one, we'll go around the back and do a knit, check off the end, around the front, yarn over, push back, catch the loop, chuck it off the end. Okay, so when we do multiple rows of this, you'll see it start to form. So if I show you one more, so we're going to knit 1, bring it around the front. Always remember to bring your yarn to the place it needs to go. So for a purl it's around the front, and for a knit it's around the back. Okay, I'm going to finish this row, but just remember it's knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, and we'll start to see the stitch forming as we go along. See you in a minute. Right, so we've done our first row. It's really important to remember to, when you're doing a purl, bring the yarn forward. When you're doing a knit, put it backwards. It's more time consuming, but it's definitely worth it to do this stitch. So the thing is with this stitch is the reason I said you have to remember what one you started on, because you have to do the exact same stitch over the same stitch. That's what makes the rib stitch. Because if you don't, I think you'll end up with something like moss stitch, which is a whole nother thing, a whole nother video. So we started on knit, so I'm going to do a knit, yarn over, catch the loop, chuck it off the end, bring it around the front, insert through the front, yarn over, catch the loop, chuck it off the end. And this is literally all you do. You just have to make sure that you're doing the same stitch over the same stitch. So obviously making sure you don't do 2 knits in a row and you don't do 2 purls in a row, that you do knit 1, purl 1 all the way along, and then you do the exact same thing on the next row and the next and the next. A good tip as well, obviously you can do knit, purl, knit, purl. When I bring this forward, you can kind of see that it's trying to come this way. That's how you know that that purl is next, because that must be a knit, because it's trying to naturally fall to this side rather than be brought around this way. It's just another, if you get lost and you can't be bothered to count all the way along. See, like now it's naturally falling on this side, and when I bring it to this, you can see that it's curved round. That's another way to see, okay, so if I bring it round that way, it must be a purl next, or a knit next even. So make your cross, yarn over, push, chuck off the end. And this is literally all you do. And I'll show you the difference between, because when you're choosing different stitches for certain projects, obviously if you're knitting a jumper, you'd have rib stitch on the cuffs. I think some people even do knit 3, purl 3 for a really thick one, but I'll show you the knit 1, purl 1 and the knit 2, purl 2 as kind of a 2-in-1, because it's the same stitch, isn't it, but it's a different variation of it. But all of knitting, that's why I say it's really important to learn how to knit and purl, because it's the foundation of a stitch. Once you know how to knit and purl, you can do any stitch. Like some are more obviously complex than others, some you have to knit 2 together and stuff like that, but once you've got that foundation, you can really do anything really. So yeah, it's literally just knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1. You can't really see it yet, but once we do a few more rows. But yeah, I'm going to show you a couple more times, and then I think I'm going to do, what do you think? I think I'm going to do about 20 rows of knit 1, purl 1, and then I'm going to do 20 rows of knit 2, purl 2, just so I can show you the difference. So I'll just show you a couple more times. Right, so we just did a knit, so we want to put our yarn over the back, insert, make our cross, yarn over, push it off the end, catch that loop, chuck it off the end. You want to do your purl, bring it round the front, make your cross through the front, yarn over, push through like that and chuck it off the end. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. So we've done 1, this is our second row, isn't it, of knit 1, purl 1, and I will meet you back when I have done 20 rows, and I'll show you, and then I'll just show you a little bit of the knit 2, purl 2, and then I will do 20 rows of that, and then yeah, so I'll meet you back when I've done 20 rows of knit 1, purl 1. Okay, so what I did is I did 20 rows of knit one purl one, and then I cast it off. If you're following along and you don't know how to cast off, just skip to, I'll put the time that I start casting off if you want to do the same as me. The reason I've cast off now instead of doing like half and half is because I didn't think it would, I think it would stretch the stitch or make it look a bit different and a bit confusing. So I thought if I just show you, you can kind of see there's the rib stitch there. It's very stretchy like that, like you'd put it around a cuff for a jumper or something like that. Yeah, so I did that and then I cast it off, and that's what that looks like. So if I put that to the side, what I've done now is I've cast it on again, and I have done knit 2 purl 2 for one row. So I cast it on 30 stitches like we did the knit 1 purl 1, and I did knit 2 purl 2 for one row. Okay, so I've just done 5 rows to show you like what it looks like. This is it compared to just the normal knit 1 purl 1 for rib, and then this is the knit 2 purl 2. And I'm just going to show you how I said obviously you start with the knit the same on every single row. This one, obviously if I've done 5 rows, and if you can see, if I just get it up a bit closer, these ones with the little kind of loop in front of the stitch, I'll do purl on those, and these ones without the loop I'll do knit, and these ones with I'll do purl. Can you see that? So that's how you can kind of tell what you're going to do next. See how these ones have the little loop here and here, they're purls, and how these don't, and these do, and these don't, and these do, and these don't. Can you see the difference? Like the difference between these two with the loop bubbles and these two without. So obviously these have them, so I'm going to do 2 purls to start off with. So yarn over, pull off, push off the end, yarn over, push off the end, and then you want to put your yarn to the back, knit 2, and it's literally that. Just if you're confused about where to start, just look at where the loop is, like they're purls, that they're knits. If you can figure out, obviously that's a purl, you know they're knits and they're purls, and then so on, because obviously it's knit 2 purl 2 purl 2 knit 2. So done purl 2 knit 2, and then bring it forward, do cross, yarn over, and then another one, like that, and then you take it to the back, do 2 of them, bring it to the front, do 2 of them, like that, and that's all you do all the way across. We're just knit into, purl into, all the way along, and that's how you do this sort of rib, the knit 2 purl 2 rib. I just have to say something about tension with the ribs. It's important to have, you kind of want tighter tension. If you struggle obviously with doing tighter tension, just to practice it, but I'd say a tighter tension for a rib stitch to kind of keep that plait looking stitch together, because that's like obviously the overall look of it. So I definitely recommend practicing. But I'll just do a couple more, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 20 rows like I did the other one, so we have a little reference for practice and stuff. So obviously I can see that they're pearls if I forgot. So then you go to the back, knit 2, so it's crossing, yarn over, push it off, choke off the end. Now we're purling, do 2 of these. But like I said, if obviously you're struggling with the knit and the purl, I'd recommend watching my how to knit and how to purl video, just for help, because I do it a lot slower, and I just got quite a few more tips on everything. Just can't go over everything as extensively in every single knit video, because obviously once you learn how to do it, it's watching people do it slowly can be a bit painful. But it's all about learning, it's all about practicing, it's just a journey, isn't it? So yeah, so that's what we're doing. Doing the purl, little just there, yarn over, and now we're doing 2 knits here. So it's literally knit 1, purl 1 all the way across. Okay, and if you're confused, like I said, just check the loops on here. So I suppose because we did 2 pearls, you alternate it every row for this one, because obviously they're 2 knits, aren't they, there, because they're 2 pearls. You can see that, knit, purl, knit, purl. So just alternate it. But if you can't remember, that's a good way of having a look, because there is a difference that you can see there. It's not like you can't notice. But yeah, so that's 6 rows I've done now. So I'm gonna go and do 20 rows to finish our square. It's gonna be about the same size as this one. But yeah, you can see the difference, how it's this one's a little more tighter together, and this one's a little bit more, you can see that rib there. But yeah, so that is how you do a rib stitch. I suppose as well you can do, like if you want an even thicker, you can do knit 3, purl 3, but the point is that you're doing the same over the top of everything over and over again. Okay, I'll see you back when I've got 20 rows. Okay, so now I've done 20 rows of the knit 2, purl 2, and this is what it looks like next to the knit 1, purl 1. They're different, as you can see. There's quite a few different variations, but these are the most 2 common ones. And now I'm just going to show you how to cast off. And we're just going to follow the same, like we're going to follow, so see like how we've been doing, we're going to follow the same knit 2, purl 2. So obviously this is 2 knits, 2 purls. So to cast off, I'm just going to knit 2, because we want the cast off to be clean. You're going to take the previous loop and you're going to put it over the first. And then see, these are pearls, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it round and I'm going to purl it just so it's a bit more neat. And then you're going to take the back loop and bring it over, and you're literally just going to repeat. So see, that's another pearl, so I'm going to purl that one, bring that in, take the back loop. Helps if you hold this steady so that loop there doesn't fall off the end. And then these are knits, so you literally knit one and then take the back loop over the front one. See, that's starting to cast off already. That's another knit. So knit one and then we're going to pull the back loop over. Okay, and that's how you're going to do it all the way along till you get to the end. I will show you what to do when you get to the end. If you need a slower version of this, I did do a very slow, detailed explanation of how to do this on my how to knit, how to purl videos. But yeah, I'll show you one more time. So obviously that's a pearl, so I'm going to bring that around the front. It just makes it a little bit neater, because if you're going against obviously what you've been doing the whole time, it's going to be different, isn't it? Yeah, there's another pearl. Pull that over there, and then it's just going together. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this. That's all you do all the way along, just having a see. So see, when I look here, that's 2 knits, 2 pearls, and then you're just going to knit one, pull the back loop over the front, knit one, and you just do that, purl one, pull it over like that. Okay, and I'll show you when I get to the end here. Right, so when you got to the end and you got 1 hoop left, you're going to take it off your needle and just pull up the loop so it's like big, so you don't lose it. You want to get your scissors, leave in a couple of inches, snip, and then you're just going to want to pull it through the hoop, and that will secure it like so. And we've done. So we've got knit 1, purl 1, looking like this, quite stretchy, and then we've got knit 2, purl 2, rib stitch. So yeah, that is how to rib stitch 2 different ones. But yeah, hope you kept cool, hope you kept going. Just practice makes perfect. And yeah, hope you can use these skills in your next projects. Go forth and rib stitch!